Shalom, Salakia. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Achakodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessing unto the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this lesson will be edified. And it's pertaining to how, if you're going to suffer anyways, might as well let it be for righteousness' sake. Alright, so let's get into it. I got a few precepts written down right here, marked down right here. The Lord willing, this will be edifying. So it says here in Luke 6:20, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor. Okay, blessed be ye poor, but we're poor, yes, we're the downtrodden of this kingdom, of this society, then you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. But in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we're rich. We are rich in faith. We are His people. Okay? As it says, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Why? Because we are His children. And just as we're the children of the King, we are princes. We are heirs of the kingdom to come. Okay? So that's why we're really blessed, man. But ultimately, the earth was made for our sake. We have to remember that. Ultimately, Isa Edom is in rulership. He's sitting on the throne right now, but he's just holding on to it for the moment. The Lord has given him the authority on the earth for a moment. But once we get to, once Yahushua sits on the throne, it's gonna be an everlasting kingdom, and we're gonna rule with him forevermore. Okay, and that's why we're blessed. Okay, this kingdom is just to remind us of what happens when you decide to go astray from the Lord. This is just a reminder of what happens when you disobey. Okay, this kingdom is just to teach us a lesson. Okay, having the heathens over us, it was ultimately just a lesson for us to acknowledge that it is nothing better than to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to serve it and to keep His commandments. Alright? So blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. So again, all these things, you're suffering, you lack food, okay, you're hungry, you're thirsty, okay, you're being defamed, right? You're being accused, okay, you're being mocked and scoffed at. But why? You be all that for righteousness' sake. They're laughing at you. They're casting your name out as evil because you're doing the right thing. Okay, because again, the whole world is adverse. They hate the light because their deeds are wicked. Okay, so the whole world is under gross darkness. The people are under gross darkness, following after the vibration of Satan, the so-called white man, Isa Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, but it says here, rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. Okay, and again, Salakia, not all white people, not all white man, so-called white man, is the devil. Okay, the Israelites have been mixed all over the world, all over the nation. So there's some that you might see, okay, that they might get attracted to this word. Okay, they acknowledge that this is the truth. Okay, that's an Israelite. Even the swagger, the way they walk, the way they talk, they dance, or whatever. They got the sauce. That's a Jake. Okay, you can't deny the spirit. Okay, the spirit testify with our spirits that we are the children of the Most High. So you can tell the so-called white guy that only vibes with black people, Latino people. Okay, that's a Jake. That's not a regular Edomite. The Edomite, can't even two-step correctly. It says here, and that's just to clarify the point, that it's not because you have pale skin, a lack of pigmentation, that you're Edomite. Okay, it's above the physical. It's a spiritual thing. Okay, so we look at the spirit before we judge people, before we determine, okay, you're an Edomite, you're such and such. Okay, bringing it back to the topic, Luke 6:23, rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy. So again, when you're suffering, you're really supposed to rejoice. It tells you in James 1. Let me bring that out quickly. Not quickly, but expediently. Okay. James 1 and 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall in diverse temptation. And temptation is synonymous to suffering. Okay? Count it all joy when you found yourself in front of difficult times. Count it all joy because during those times the Lord is testing you, and it proves also not only that the Lord is testing you, but he's dealing with you. Okay? Because just as the Lord chastise his people, it says, well, he chastised those that he loves. So if you're going through hell, you're going through tribulation, you're going through afflictions, it also tells you that you're going the right path, because it tells you if you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. So again, just all these things is just to prove you that the Lord is with you. Okay? Because again, before because he even tells you that the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. So in the house of mourning. So going through all those suffering and affliction, that means that you're in the house of mourning. That means that through these affliction you become wiser and wiser, because through those situations that you put more and more and more faith in the Lord to sustain you and to take you out of that situation, because again, he's the one that put you in there. Okay? So it says here, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reprove you, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. And again, that's our reward. Our reward is great in heaven. What is that? The kingdom, inheritance, a kingdom of righteousness, where dwelleth peace and safety. So like it, where there peace and righteousness. Okay, in order. Okay, having the opportunity to obtain mercy, and to escape the wrath of the Lord to come. That's a blessing in itself. Obtaining the immortal bodies. Okay, having to be a part of the first go around of salvation. Okay, not suffering with the wicked, not having the same lot as those dogs, these other nations that are not that the Lord is not dealing with, ultimately, that have been rejected of the Lord, man. Reprobates. Okay? It says here, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. So even the prophets went through it, man. Even the prophets, all the prophets went through hell, man. Even some of the prophets, such as Moses, Jonah. Okay, some of them they didn't want to do the work, man. Okay, they didn't want to do the work, but the Lord has chosen them. Even Jeremiah said, "Yo, I'm just a child." Moses said, "I can't speak." Jonah tried to run away from the Lord, man. But they all ended up doing the work because it's in your spirit. The spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. You cannot escape your lot. Okay, your program, your program. You cannot escape your program. What the Lord has made you to do on this earth, whether it's for righteousness or whether for wickedness, you're gonna do it, man. Okay, you cannot resist the will of the Lord. Okay, so it says here, but woe unto you that are rich. Okay, woe unto you that are rich, those that are not to say successful, but they are not seeking the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It says the riches they cloud you. Okay, because now instead of focusing on the Lord, you're focusing on getting more riches. Okay, it says he that is not satisfied with gold will not be without sin, or will not be guiltless. Okay, because you always want more and more and more. That's the spirit of in a sense covetousness, because in the spirits of insatiability. Okay, you cannot be you're not happy, you're not content with what you have. You always want more, and even to the point you start looking at other people's things. Okay, that's what the world pushes: a lust of the flesh, a lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Just that, the pride of life and the lust of the eyes, man. So now the eyes is not satisfied with seeing; it wants it. So you see something, now you want it, and then you go into action, man. That's the flesh, man. Okay, that we have to resist. But ultimately, okay. Just as I said, woe to you that are rich, because there's too much distractions. You have too much opportunity to you have too much access to the flesh because of your riches. So you're not gonna be spiritual. You're not gonna attain unto spiritual things. Okay. It says here, uh, for ye have received your consolation. Yeah. So you have your party, your fun. You know, while the elect, they put on we're putting on as the elect. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. We're a part of that number. You know, we're putting off the flesh. We're suffering for righteousness' sake. We're seeking for the kingdom. We're denying ourselves. But those that are rich are not doing such things. Man. They're thinking about the right now, the now. Okay, they're not thinking about tomorrow. They're thinking about how can they fulfill their lust right now. Okay, because they have the money, they have the means to fulfill their lust. So they don't even that riches so like those riches that they have obtained is really a stumbling block unto them, not knowing that those riches is what really holding you back from seeking the Lord, right? That's where you're gonna be destroyed, man. And again, the riches, the real riches is seeking the Spirit. Okay, is having a place in the chariot. That's the real riches, because no one can take that away from you, man. Right? Having obtaining that crown that Yahushua will give unto those that love Him, man. Okay, I'm gonna bring that out at the end, but that's the real riches, man. Righteousness is what wisdom is the mother of them all. Wisdom, as Solomon, which is wisdom in the embodiment of wisdom, when he came in reincarnation as Yahushai. But with Solomon asked for wisdom unto the Lord, and it was pleasing unto him. And with wisdom came everything else. Just as it says, that's why it tells us to seek the kingdom first, because to seek the kingdom first is to attain unto wisdom, and wisdom is the mother of all those goodly and pleasant things. Okay, starting with life everlasting, that starts with wisdom. Okay, immortality starts with having wisdom, and the wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Okay, so having that's the true riches. All right. So it says here, woe to them that are full, for ye shall be hungry. Woe to them that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. So did their fathers to the false prophets. So we see the contrast when everything's going well with you, where everyone is speaking well of you, when everyone wants to be around you. Okay, that means that the Lord's not dealing with you, man. When everything's going good, there's no tribulation, there's no hardship in your life, man. You gotta ask questions, man. It looks like the devil has left you. The devil's not even worried about you, man. Okay, you see, because like ultimately, because that you're following the lot of someone who's not following after righteousness. Because it says what, he that departed from the truth becometh a salakis. He that departed from evil, becometh a prey. Okay, and if you're becoming a prey to what? Okay, because again, we're fighting a spiritual battle, and the thing is that spiritual battle is multifaceted. Okay, we're fighting in the spirit, we're fighting in the spirit, but you can fight also in the spirit in the physical realm, in the physical playing field, battle in the physical battlefield. You're fighting against principalities, demons. You're fighting against evil in high places. Okay, you're fighting not even yourself. Okay, you're resisting the devil. Sometimes it goes into resisting yourself, man. It's not only the others, it's not only the spirits that are in people, but sometimes the spirits that are within you that you have to fight and overcome, man. All right. So that's what it is, man. And again, that's the fight. That's the part of the suffering that we're partaking into, so that we may walk the walk of righteousness, the path of righteousness, so that we can do what is pleasing unto the Lord. So that the things that the people of the world, the people that have been, that are completely blinded, or suffering from alcohol poisoning, okay, because they have drunk too much of that Babylonian drink. Okay, those people, they're not worried about serving the Lord or following after the Spirit, because right now they're dead while they live it. Because why? They live in so much pleasure. And again, that goes into the riches. Okay, when you're poor, you're not worried about pleasure. You're worried about making it through the day, and that's why the Lord said, "What for? The evil tomorrow will take care of itself. Sufficient for the day is the evil thereof." Really, we're happy that we make it through the day, man. We're happy that we even get back in bed, okay, so we can have a nice night of rest, so we can go back to our health tomorrow. We're just glad that we make it through the day, man, in this wicked kingdom, because we know what, that this is not our rest. All right, okay. So let's jump into Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. So again, when you have time, seeking the Lord while he may be found. Okay, put not off day to day, tarry not to seek for the Lord, man. Okay, because again, the Lord will come in the time where these people came to they claim peace and safety, and the day of the Lord shall come upon these people unaware. Okay, these people will not be ready because they're not seeking for the Lord. They're not paying attention to the signs of the times. So that's why we have to remember the Lord in our youth. Okay, in that youth, it goes into as soon as possible. Ultimately, okay, because again, the Lord works in mysterious way. He might wake up a brother in his 50s. He might wake up a brother in his when he's a teenager. He might wake up a brother. A brother might grew up in the truth. His parents were in the truth, so he grew up in the truth. Okay, so it doesn't matter as long as you seek the Lord. As soon as you hear the word, do not provoke the Lord as our fathers did in the wilderness, as it says in Hebrews. When you hear the word, submit yourself to the word and change your ways and seek the Lord, man. Right? So that's your youth, because again, you have to come back to the Lord as a babe. So forsaking the old man. So as soon as you repent from your evil and seek after the Lord in truth and sincerity, that's your youth, man. Okay? You become a new man, a new creature in Yahweh Shai. Okay? So again, remember now that thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So okay, while you have time to repent. Okay, while Jacob's trouble is not yet here, man. While the doors of repentance are still open. Okay? So it says here, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So again, now is the time that you should seek for the Lord, man, as soon as possible, because we're getting closer and closer to the end. And when the end comes, there's no more talking. Yahushua comes for judgment. Those that repent unto salvation, and those that forsook the Lord unto death and destruction. Okay? While the sun and or the earth or the moon or the star be not darkened, okay, while there's still the light, while there's still the understanding of the gospel out there, this is the time that you may seek the Lord, man. As I said before, seek the Lord while he may be found. Okay, so it says here, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house, meaning the elite, okay, those that are in rulership right now, it says what? The keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease, because there are few. So again, there's not going to be a lot of jobs. The AI, the robots are taking away jobs. The what else does it say? There shall be trouble. Why? Because they see that their kingdom is on the way out. So now they have to come. They need to hurry up with their plans of a new world order to establish the MOTB, the mark of the beast. Okay, they're trembling because they sense it in the spirit that Yahweh Shai is on his way back. So now they're scrambling, they're making mistakes. They're making mistakes. They're telling on themselves, just as it said, like, with their movies. They're saying, like, and again, that's all of the Lord. That puts it in their spirit to tell on themselves, just as it says, is there no more wisdom in Teman? So these people, they ended up snitching on themselves about their plans. But again, like I said before, our people, the 2/3 of our people, the wicked of our people, they are not enlightened to the wiles of the devil. Okay, who don't even know that they have enemies. They're not paying attention, because why? Again, they're suffering from alcohol poisoning. So they don't really understand nor notice that the devil is making moves behind the scenes trying to destroy them. But us, the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, the prophets of the Lord, we're seeing everything that he's doing. And we're telling our people to repent. We're telling our people to watch out. We're telling our people exactly what the devil is preparing for them, but they refuse to hearken. Right? So when the fowler sets his snare, okay, and you get caught up in it, that's why he says what, the Lord shall laugh, and the Lord will laugh through his prophets. All right. You see, the machine had to chime in. Yeah. So it says here, because again, these people are gonna get caught by surprise. Just as in that movie, Left Behind. That this guy went to go see his Edomite friend. They were neighbors, man. They used to go do barbecues together, party together. And then this guy came to get medicine from this guy. This guy had a shotgun at his hand. The guy told him, "Yo, Danny, we're friends." The Danny said, "No, we're at war." There's no friendship in war times, man. Everyone fend for themselves. That's why it says, "What the love of many shall wax cold, because iniquity increase it." Right? That's the time that we're going into, man. Neighbors fighting neighbors, friends fighting friends as enemies. The all hell is gonna break loose, man. Okay, and all loose is gonna break hell. Right? So it says here, okay, just and again it says here, in the days where the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened, and the doors be shut. And so, like, yeah, when it says the windows be darkened, it means that there's no good, there's no good, there's no peace, there's nothing, there's no peace coming to this kingdom, man. All right. There's no resting. It says the day of the Lord is gonna be darkness and not light, man. Right? As if you run from a lion and then end up being chased by a bear, and then when you lean your hand on the wall thinking that you're safe, you get bit by a serpent. There's gonna be hell upon hell upon hell, man. The day of the Lord is not gonna be a fun time. It's not gonna be partying. It's not gonna be partying and bullshit, burgers and fringes. It's not gonna be none of that, man. It's gonna be nothing but chaos and judgment on top of judgment, man. All right, and the righteous shall be glad. Okay, the righteous shall be glad, because they did what they had to do to obtain the mercy of the Lord and to be preserved from all these things. All right. So when all hell breaks loose, we're gonna have abundance, and there again, I pray that I'm a part of that number, just as it says in Second Ezra 2:47, I believe. In the day of evil and day of sorrow, you shall have abundance. They shall see you. The heathen shall see you, but they shall not be able to do nothing against you. Just as we said before, you shall eat. Okay, blessed are ye poor, because you shall eat, you shall drink. Woe unto you that are rich, because you have received your compensation. You're gonna be hungry. You're gonna be thirsty. Okay, so there's gonna be a role reversal, a switching places type scenario. Okay, in the times to come and soon. And that's why it's important to suffer now. That's why it's important to suffer for righteousness' sake, because great is going to be your reward in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Your reward is going to be great in the heaven. Okay, so it says here, um, to finish up, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, and the sounds of the grinding low, and he shall rise up, the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that goes, the daughters of music, that goes into entertainment. And the entertainment world is going to be brought low, man. A lot of entertainers are dying, dropping dead this year, last year, okay, passing away. A lot of like entertainers, uh, sports athletes, they've been dropping dead, okay, because the Lord is not pleased with these people, man. Because again, they sold their souls. They're not seeking for the Lord, this and that. The Lord is calling them back, man, putting them back in their right mind and the spirit, man. That's the only way that they're gonna learn, by dying on this side and coming back in their right mind, or just being in the spirit realm. Okay, because it says what? Well, where the spirit realm is where the evil doers cease from his works. That's where everyone's in their right mind, because in the kingdom of heaven, everything is in order. Okay, so it says here, bring that back to the topic. It says here in First Peter 3:12, for the eye of the Lord are over the righteous. Okay, the eyes of the Lord represent the angels. Okay, the angels camp round about them that fear the Lord. Okay, and his ears are open unto their prayers. And that's again the importance of fasting and praying. Okay, because the Lord hears our prayer, man. It says the prayers, so like the prayers of the righteous man pierce the clouds. And again, it's a delight It said the light in the ears of, in the nostrils of the Lord is a sweet smelling odor unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai when the hopeful elect pray unto him in truth and sincerity, calling upon his name and doing his will, even praying for his will to be done, man. Just as Yahushai taught us in his prayer, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, so it says here, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. So the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. Okay, he's angry with the wicked every day, especially with the wicked of our people, man. Just as it says judgment shall begin at the house of Israel. Okay, why? Because they're the first ones that refuse to, because we're the children of the Lord. Okay, and just as a father is gonna beat up his son before he chastise another person's son. Okay, and again, it tells you that set a mark upon Jerusalem, upon those that sigh and cry, meaning those that have the right mindset, those that seek for the Lord, those that want to be delivered out of this wicked place. And then again, he said, what? Until the other angels, he said to go whoever doesn't have the mark, kill them. So again, the Lord is the one doing the murder, the murders. The Lord is the one putting people to death for their disobedience, right? Because ultimately he's doing them a favor. It's better to die than to not know the Lord, man. It's because again, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So if you're already dead, man, might as well just get rid of you, man. It says what? There are many that were born in vain. And what's more vain than not to know the Lord and to fear him and to keep his commandments? All right? There's nothing else. There's nothing else that matters in this world, man. If you don't know the Lord, man, you're just what are you doing? You know, what are you doing in your life, man? What's the point of you living? What's the point of you even being here, man? Right? Just go back in the spirit realm and meet your maker, right? And understand your place, right? In the greater scheme of things. Speaking like a true villain. speaking like Palpatine. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it says here in uh says here, 1 Peter 3 and 13, and who is he that will harm you if ye will be followers of that which is good? So again, the benefit, even if we're getting mocked, scoffed, even if we're being evil and treated, if we're going through hell, okay, ultimately the Lord will preserve us. Okay, Lord willing, even if it's in death, the Lord can bring us back to life. So again, when you suffer for righteousness' sake, you're really investing you're really investing, and the return for that investment is going to be with unimaginable. It's going to be priceless. You can't put a price on salvation. You can't put a price on the glory that we will inherit in the kingdom to come. All right. So that's why it's nothing for us to lose on this side, because the Lord said you'll get everything that you lost 100-fold, man. And 100-fold, it can be 1,000-fold. You could have said 1,000-fold. It's nothing for the Lord to give you woman. It is nothing for the Lord to give you riches. It's nothing for the Lord to give you wisdom, because all things come from him anyways. All right, because it says just as he told David, if you wanted woman, I would have gave you woman. If you wanted money, I would have gave you money. Okay, all these things is nothing for me. It is a light thing for the Lord to make all of a sudden to make a poor man rich. And again, we're rich in spirit, right? Because again, through wisdom we can obtain all these things, right? So it's nothing for us, man. We don't worry about these things, man. We worry about serving the Lord, man. We worry about doing what is pleasing unto him, right? That's the most important. That's what it means to walk in the fear of the Lord. All right. So it says here, verse 14, 1 Peter 3 and 14. But if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terrors, neither be troubled. Again, why? Because the Lord is your help. Okay? But sanctify the Lord power in your heart and be ready. And again, that's the mindset. Even if you're going through hell, you're supposed to be glad because the Lord is dealing with you. Paul said it himself. He glories in his infirmities. He glories in the fact that he was beaten, that he was mocked, that he was chased out of cities, that he was stoned. Okay? For what? For the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. That's what he boasted. And I boast in the fact that I went through all this hell for the name of the Lord, because through this, the Lord is glorified in my body. in my body. I bear the marks of Yahweh Shai in my body, and through my affliction, the Lord is glorified, and we're to have that same mindset. Okay, the more you grow in this truth, you're supposed to have that mindset, even growing each and every day, man. Okay, to suffer for Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, just as He suffered for us, man. All right, for no greater love than this, that a man gives his life for his neighbor, all right, for his friend, right? So it says here, where am I? Verse 15, by sanctify the Lord power in your hearts, in your mind, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you the reason of your hope that is in with you, that is in you, with meekness and fear, having good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as an evildoer, as of evildoers, ye may be that ye may be ashamed. I'll read that again. I'm a bit excited. It says here, having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you, uh, as of evildoers, that they may be ashamed that falsely accuse you. So again, we're doing good, but they falsely accusing us, right? Because what? Because of covetousness, because of jealousy, because they're not able to walk two steps in our shoes, man. They're not willing to conform themselves to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So they see it, so they look at us as we're wicked, because ultimately they're wicked, because we're following after righteousness. And it says what? The word is like a mirror, okay? And the fact that we're shining the light on them, they hate it, man, because they see that mirror, they see themselves as being wicked. We are a reminder unto the world that their deeds are evil. It's Yahushua said, what? The world cannot hate you, but me I hate it, because I testify that the works are evil, that their works are evil. So just as we're shining the light in the world, we are also testifying that the works of the world is evil. So when the people that are in the world hate us and despise us and mistreat us and abuse us, is because they know deep down that what they're doing is evil, and they don't want to conform to the Lord. Okay, so it says here, having a good conscience. So okay, so in our mind we know that we're doing the right thing, man. So even if when they speak evil of us, okay, speak evil of you as an evildoer, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse you of your good conversation in Hamashak. So everything that we're doing at the end is good. We're not speaking evil. We're pushing forth the truth. But they love lies. They have made lies and deceit their refuge. They have made a covenant with death. Okay, that they delight in mischief. They delight in evil. Okay, they that hate Yahweh Shai love death. Okay, and that's what they're gonna obtain, man, at the end of the day. Okay, so it says here, for it is better, if the will of the Most High be so, that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing. Okay. It's better for us to suffer for doing good, just as Yahweh Shai, which was perfect, okay, being crucified, being shamed, being mocked, he didn't revile. Okay, he didn't say nothing. He just surrendered himself to the will of the Lord. Okay. So that's the greatest example, man. He gave himself up like a lamb to the slaughter, all right, for so that we may be saved, because that was the will of the Lord, man. All right. So it says here in 2 Thessalonians 2:8, remember that Yahweh Shai Hamashach of the seed of David was raised from the dead. So again, you have to put that in your mind. Like I said before, even if you die in this truth, the fact that you believe the Lord will bring you back. Okay, you have to believe that, man. Those that sleep in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are gonna be the first one to get into the chariot, man. All right, so you don't really die. You just end up being translated from this body, from this carnal body, into an immortal body. So it's nothing, man. Okay, it doesn't tell you that Stephen, when he was stoned to death, that he suffered. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but it doesn't tell you, because it's not important. The important thing is that the Lord received the soul. Okay, that's the important thing, man. It's not about that if he suffered or if he didn't suffer. It said that he slept. Okay, before it said that he slept, and when he slept, man, the Lord received his soul, man. Okay, because he was a spiritual man, and what he suffered. He testified. His testimony was that he spoke the truth. He cussed out he told the truth to those wicked Israelites, and then he got stoned for telling the truth. He became an enemy because he was telling them the truth, and at the end, the Lord received his soul. So it's nothing for us. So it's nothing for us to forsake our life. It says what? That the righteous, that the elect love not their lives unto death. The Lord will bring him back to life, man. It's nothing, man. Okay, to die for the Lord is life. Regardless. To live for the Lord, is life, and to die for the Lord is life regardless. Right? So it says here, um, uh, 2 Timothy 2:8, remember that Yahushua HaMashiach of the seed of David was raised from the dead according to my gospel, wherein I suffered trouble because of the gospel. That's what we're suffering for. Because if we were smoking weed, okay, being niggas in the world, we would be loved, okay? If we were rappers talking about fucking, if we were talking about idolatry, selling drugs, killing each other, people would love us, man, okay? People would love us, right? But because we're telling them the truth, telling the people that what they're doing is wrong, they hate us, just as they hated Yahushua. And you have to remember, Yahushua was perfect. He didn't do sin. He was the epitome of love, but then he was taken out of the world because of hate, because they hated him, okay? Because they hated the light, because ultimately the world was wicked. And how much more in this time? Okay, the world was wicked 2,000 years ago, but how much more now, where the evil has increased to a dramatic proportion. Okay, okay. It says here, um, what does it say? Uh, verse 9, 2 Timothy 2:9, wherein I suffer trouble as an evildoer. Yeah, we suffer as evildoer. People look at us like we're crazy, like we're bugged out. But again, we're doing the right thing. So we don't care what they think, man. We don't care what fuel for the fire thinks, man. We don't care what people that are gonna be they're gonna be destroyed tomorrow, what they think, man. Okay, people that were born in vain, we don't care about your opinion. You can just keep it to yourself, man. Ultimately, man, because ultimately, again, we know what we're doing is right in the eyes of the Lord, man. Right? So it says here, therefore, wherein I suffered trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds, but the word of the Most High is not bond. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake, that I may also obtain salvation. It's like that they may also obtain salvation, which is in Hamashiach Yahushai, with eternal glory. Okay, that's the reward of suffering for righteousness' sake, eternal glory. All right, starting with Yahushua, he will obtain his first, being the preeminent, obtaining the preeminence, and then the elect in their numbers, and then the great multitude in their lot. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, again, if we suffer with him, we shall also live with him. So, like, if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. Okay? If we deny him, okay, again, just as the rest of the world has denied him, okay, he will also deny us, just as it says, woe unto you if you are ashamed of me and of my words in this wicked and perverse generation, wicked and perverse and adulterous generation. I will also be ashamed of you when I return in the glory of my power, in the glory of my Father. Okay, with the holy angels, I will also be ashamed of you. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So if you deny him, he will also deny you. Okay, if we deny him, he will also deny us. If we believe not, yet he abide faithful, he cannot deny himself. Yeah, Yahushua is not a liar that he should lie. Yahushua Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not a man that he should lie. Okay, and Yahushua never lied. He kept the law, statutes, and commandments to a T. He always said the truth. Okay, he always said the truth, man. Regardless of people's feelings, he never lied, man. He didn't. Yahushua never had respect of person. Okay, that's Peter, man. Yahushua called him Satan, okay, because he was bugging at the time, man. All right, you see. So again, Yahushua did not have any respect of person. And ultimately, that's the reason why he ended up being put to death, being put on the cross. Because he didn't care what people thought, man. He didn't care about people's opinion. He only said the truth. He did what the Lord sent him to do, He was kingdom minded. He was a man on a mission. He was a man with a purpose, and he accomplished his purpose unto the end. Okay, and that's the mindset that we are to have until when we come into the truth, when we're seeking after Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, when we're following after the righteousness, man. We're supposed to have that mindset that even unto death that we're gonna serve the Lord, man. All right, that goes into the suffering. All right. So it says here in 2 Corinthians 12:9, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me. There is, again, we glory in our infirmities. Okay, we glory in our infirmities. The grace of the Lord is sufficient for us, man. All right. It says, in reproach, so like therefore I take pleasure in my infirmities, in reproach, in necessities, in persecution, in distress, for Hamashiach's sake. Okay, Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. All right. So regardless, it says, we're poor, but we're rich. Okay. The Lord works in mysterious ways, man. Okay. And he has chosen the feeble things, the weak things of the earth to confound the strong and mighty. Okay? And the Lord, Yahushua said, "What I thank thee, Lord, that you have shown these mysteries unto the babes and not unto the wise." Okay, those that are humble. Okay, the Lord has chosen the humble. Okay, he given grace unto the humble, unto the meek, but he resisted the proud. Those that are proud, those that are exalted in this world, man, they'll realize that their possession was just a temporary thing. But those that seek after the Lord, they'll receive a great reward, man. Okay. So it says here in Acts 21:13, then Paul answered and said, then Paul answered, what mean it ye to weep and break mine heart? For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of the Lord. Okay, so again, in a sense, he's ready to die, not only to die for no reason. Because there's people in the world like that, man. They're willing to do a lot of crazy shit to die for no reason, man. They'll do some bungee jumping. They'll do some skydiving, like those adrenaline freaks, you know. They just do a bunch of crazy shit just for the fun of it, you know. Those like they say daredevils. Well, yeah, you got demons on you. Yeah, you're a hard daredevil. You know, you wanna jump off a building for what? For likes? You know, people who those stupid people who just want to put their life at risk for views, for likes on Instagram. Again, that goes into the just being stupid, man. That goes into having like just having too much care of what people think about you, man. You just be a man or just be a woman and serve the Lord, man. You should worry about what the Lord thinks about you, because again, no man can save you, no woman can save you. Okay, at the end of the day, only the Lord can save you, man. Don't worry about what these people think. We don't give a shit, man. These people, they if they don't come in the name of the Lord, they don't fear the Lord. We don't give a shit what they say, what they think, man. All right. So again, uh, so again, there's a right way to suffer. Okay, there's a wrong way to suffer. There's a right way to suffer, and to suffer for righteousness' sake, that's the right way. Okay, Paul said he's ready to die. He's ready to be born, not only to be born, but to also die at Jerusalem, not for stupidity, but for the name of the Lord. Yeah, it's like Yahweh Shai, for the name of the Lord, for righteousness, for the doctrine. Okay, for the doctrine's sake, he's ready to die, man. A lot of people claim that they're in the truth, but when their backs is gonna be on against the wall, we'll see, man. Are they gonna fold and take the MOTB? Are they gonna forsake the Lord when their life is at risk? It says we have not yet resisted unto blood. We'll see exactly the mindset where everyone's gonna be at. It says the hour of temptation is here to test all flesh. All men will have to make that choice, whether to bow down to this wicked system or to walk after righteousness, deny the world, right? And again, we're already denying we are practicing already that decision by denying ourselves and walking after the flesh, man. That's the first step to really denying the world, man. Right? You become a player because you reject evil. It says the Lord loves the feet that are fast to flee from sin. All right. Okay. And the world is full of sin. So it says here, 2 Timothy 4:8. Henceforth, henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me that day, not only me, but unto all them also that love his appearing. So again, for you to love that the appearing of Yahweh, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that means that you suffered with him as well. Okay, just as I said, if you die, if you're dead with him, you will live with him. If you suffer with him, you will reign with him. So that crown is for those that overcame that affliction, that overcame that suffering. Okay, that held on to the truth even unto death, and now they're even unto the end, and now they're gonna receive the reward. Because if you're gonna suffer for if you're gonna suffer at the end of the day, you're anyways you have to suffer. We are in this kingdom, we are in this captivity to serve a sentence. Okay, we're here to serve a sentence for our disobedience against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But there are those of our people who did not acknowledge this fact, okay, that seek to get comfortable in jail. Okay, while the captive exile hastened the coming of the Lord, the day of the Lord, so that he may be loosed. And that's the right mentality to have. Those that cry and sigh for the abominations that are done in the midst of Jerusalem. Okay, those that want to be free, not only from this flesh, but also from this wicked captivity, man, wicked rulership. All right, and that's what it means to love the Lord, man. To hate evil. Them that fear the Lord, them that love the Lord hate evil. And what is this place? What is this kingdom? Evil. Okay, a place of darkness, a place without order. If you want to stay in Babylon the Great, you hate the Lord. The love of the Lord, those that love the Lord, you're at enmity against the Lord. The love of the world is enmity against the Lord, man. All right. So I'll close up with this. John 1:12. Blessed is the man, again, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, that endures suffering, that overcometh tribulation and hardship. All right. For when he is tried, again, the Lord is trying that man, he shall receive a crown of life. And again, not only because you're tried, but because he overcomes the trial. Salakia. When you overcome the trial, you will be recompensed. Right? So it says here, he will receive a crown of life, which the Lord had promised. Okay, the Lord had promised. And again, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. So if the Lord promised, he will do. Okay, but not on your time, on his time. All right, so all we have to do now is be patient. Right? So he shall receive a crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him. And again, that crown of life, that goes also, as it says in Revelation 2:10, you will suffer, some of you, the devil, so Satan shall take hold of you and put you in prison 10 days, that ye may be tried. So again, that trial. Okay, some of us will be brought in concentration camps. Some of us will end up having to be pilgrims on the earth. Some of us will have to maybe go a few days without eating. Right? Some of us will have to face different kind of trials, but we're still gonna have to be trial. But then it says what? Hold on unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. So again, it's unto death. Remember, man, you have to be willing to lay down your life for this ministry, lay down your life for the truth, and then you will obtain, man. If you're not willing to sacrifice, you're not willing to. The Lord's not dealing with you, man. You gotta have that mindset of being able to give up everything, even your own life. Right? This tells you if you don't hate your own life for the Lord, you cannot serve Him. Okay, you're not worthy to be a servant of the Lord if you're not willing to sacrifice even your own life. Right? So that being said, if you're gonna suffer, might as well suffer for righteousness' sake. All right, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Ababa Bao, Kwam Yashala. Until next lesson, shalom. Lord willing, this was edifying. You see?